So it was about a year ago that I showed you how to make smoked tuna, and not cold smoked tuna, but regular hot smoked tuna. And I think one of the things that I said that you could do with it was to put it in ravioli. And so I decided, well, I'm gonna make some ravioli with it. So I thought, well, why not show you all how to do that? So here's some smoked tuna that I made a while back. It's packaged up. So we'll open it up. That smell, oh, that smell immediately comes out. That smoked tuna smell. So the first thing we got to do is to make the filling for the ravioli. So I'm going to take some smoked tuna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up a little bit of tuna, the smoked tuna. I'm going to mix it with some cream cheese. It's going to be lactose free. A little bit of cottage cheese. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese, and I want a little bit of freshness. I don't have any any greens. What I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to use the greens from the celery, and that's going to add a little bit of freshness to it. Parsley is what I don't have, so I'm going to use that instead. You could use cilantro or something like that, but the greens from the celery will add the freshness to it. And for you fishermen out there, as a note, this rubber band that comes off of the celery is great for putting around your fishing reel to hold your line in place, or around spools for keeping the line in place. So I'm going to save that for later. But anyway, so I'm going to start chopping this up and throwing it in here, and I'll get back to you as soon as that's done, and I'll show you how that turned out. Okay. All right, let's try it. Yep, it's ready to go in. All right, let's make some pasta dough. Start with some double O flour and 1 egg. We need 80 grams of flour. So we'll turn that on. We'll tear it. We're just going to do a really small batch today. There we go. That's done. All right, it's time to make some ravioli. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to roll out the dough into sheets to put onto our little ravioli contraption. So first I'll oil up. This is our contraption to make ravioli, and you'll see how to do that here in a minute. I'm going to oil it up a little bit. I'm using olive oil because we're going to be just instead of regular vegetable oil, because well, it's Italian, and you'll see why we use it here in a minute. divide my dough into two. I'm using semolina flour now instead of the double O flour for coating or for to keep it from sticking. So I'll put some on the countertop. I'm gonna lay it out and you'll see where I use it. We're gonna use this in my KitchenAid mixer, my blender, to help roll it out. I'm not gonna roll it out by hand, I'm gonna use this. So put this in there, get in there. All right, goes in there. Start out at a setting of 1. Let it go. I just let it go at the lowest speed. Flatten it out. Go ahead and flatten it out a little bit. Let your dough go through. And my goal is to get a piece of dough that's going to go over that. I want to run it through a couple times just to get it nice and loose. Work that gluten a little bit. I'm running it through several times on 1, the setting of 1. Trying to get a more or less rectangular piece. Set this down for just a second. Trying to do, okay, by setting it in the flour, hopefully that'll keep it from sticking too bad. I'll lay it on this. Long piece. You can see it's plenty wide enough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on it to give it little dents. So now it's got little dents, like little trampoline. My filling, I like to use baby spoons. They seem to be about the right size for this filling. Just put it in there. There I go. All right, so that's ready. Now we've got to make the other dough ball. So we go back to 1. Start her up. So, make sure it's wide enough. Looks like it. Start this off down here. All right, put a little semolina on top. Make sure the rolling pin doesn't stick. And we'll use a rolling pin. First we start from the middle and roll out to get that dough nice and tight and push it to the outside. And then we start pushing down and it starts cutting. There it goes, cutting. Pull this off. There's our excess. Save that for a second. So this is where hopefully our olive oil helped us out. Pop this over. They start tumbling out. There they go. And then you say, but Kent, I don't have all that gear. I can't make ravioli with all that stuff. I say, well, you have a pizza cutter, you have a rolling pin. If you do, you can still do it. All right, so I've got this excess dough. Let's see if we can make ravioli by hand. Roll this sucker out the best we can. Okay, time to make some ravioli. Using baby spoons, we're going to put some dollops in here. Put them just a little off center towards the bottom. A little water to help them seal up. We fold over the dough. Fold over the dough. Fold over the dough. All right. And then we start mashing it down. I want to leave a little space for the air to escape as best you can. So we start sealing the sides. first. Seal those up. And then you kind of squish the air out best you can, and then whoop, seal it up. Get the air out best you can and seal it up. Get the air out best you can, seal it up. Get the air out and seal it up. Make sure they're all nice and sealed. Remember, we had that water in there to help it. I should have put a little more flour underneath to keep it from sticking, but anyway, that'll work. So I've got a pizza cutter side and a ravioli side. So we'll use the ravioli side, and I'll just run that up there. Get a nice little wavy pattern there. Run that down here. Get that. In between. And we've got our 4 little raviolis. And if they want to stick a little bit, you've got your bench scraper. I didn't clean off my bench scraper, but you've got that to pull them off. And then you set them off to the side, and you've got your little raviolis. We'll set them over here for now. But that's how you make ravioli by hand if you don't have all right, it's time for the pasta to go swimming. This is not frozen, so it won't take long. In you go. All right, let's see how it turned out. First, a little fresh Parmesan on top. Try this baby. Probably could have filled it a little bit more. Oh, nice creamy filling. The smoky tuna the smoky tuna flavor really comes through, but it's nice creamy filling. Is very, very good. Very good. Excellent. Well, I colored a success. And if you got any questions, let me know. If you'd like to try it. But and if you haven't made the smoked tuna before, the video was posted last year in March, and it's out there for you to give that a try and have fun with it.